Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about the new Cong's design Meiying Rubik's Cube. I mean, it's not a Rubik's Cube, but it's a 3x3 twisted puzzle. So, Cong is a former designer of the Moyu brand, which is a brand of the factory of the company called YJ. Um, he used to design cubes for Moyu. All the cubes of the In series, like the Huanying, the blah blah blah, they are designed by this designer. He's called. Let me just look here real quick. He's called Fu Fei Cong. All right, so that's his picture. It is now an independent brand from Moyu, but it's still made in YG's factory. First we can see the Cong logo, which is different from Moyu's logo. I'm not sure if I have a cube with Moyu's logo. So here is a the Weilong that I bought about 1.5 years ago. So you can barely see the logo, but anyway, what am I even talking about here? So what I think about this cube when I first got it is this cube is super dry. I mean, it's a really fast cube, unlike some of the Moyu cubes. It's really fast, but you know, here's a Moyu Oolong, and I put the same loop, the same amount of loop. I put 1 or 2 drops of the what is it, the Gans loop, which I like a lot, which is like, you know, between the it's like the way 2 of the cubicle loop. It just came with the 357. I put the same amount of loop in these two cubes, and on the Moyu one, it's pretty slow, and it's very feedbacky. You feel that you really have to force your fingers to turn it. Whereas on this one, I put the same amount of loop, but it's really fast. And the reason of that is, let me just take out the pieces so that you can see. The reason of that is, so we all know that the more surface the edge piece is touching the corner piece, the more friction there will be. And on this one, let me just show you the mechanism here. So only this part of the edge piece is getting in touch with the I'll draw a picture. I'm not a native English speaking person, so I cannot really explain very well. So this is the edge piece, right? Only this part here is actually touching the edge, the corner. And this is a corner piece. So as you can see, since the corner piece looks like this, the surface of the corner piece that's really actually touching the edge piece is this part right here, which is really nothing at all. See, so there are really very little surface which are getting in touch, and that's why there is no friction at all. But you know, there are some pros and cons about this mechanism. So first, is fast, and it might be uncontrollable for you if you're not a really fast solver. If you don't like really fast cubes, as I do, like you might find it to be too fast for you, and you can tighten it, or you can put some heavier lube inside the. You can put some heavy lube in the cube. And the other thing is that it's fast but not smooth. I don't know how to explain the feeling of it, but it feels very scratchy. It's sort of like the fancy Shuanren. If you have experienced the Shuanren, you know what I'm talking about. And third, this is very loud. Let me just show you how to listen to the sound of this. And for the comparison, we have the Meiying Weilong here. And the Gans 356. So as you can see, there are some pros and cons about the design. And the what about the corner cutting? .45, no problem at all. A bit more than 45, yes. And it gets stuck there. Well, let me show you. Here it cannot corner cut. So reverse corner cutting. Yeah, pretty good, and it does it pretty easily. About one of the QB, I think. So the overall performance. Oh, by the way, corner twisting. The corner is basically untwistable. The mechanism is sort of similar to the corner design is sort of similar to the Gans 365. So it allows a pretty good the corner cutting is pretty good, the reverse corner cutting, but at the same time it doesn't twist. The corner doesn't twist. So I think that's a very cool design. The design, by the way, is very different to the 356. It's not a knockoff of the 56, though, so don't worry about that. And also, another thing that I noticed is that it's actually about 2 millimeters smaller than the Along. I do not have the Hualong, so I cannot compare to that. So it's actually just a little bit smaller, but in your hand, like when you're turning it, you can feel a big difference. So what I think about this cube. I think that this cube is fast. The corner cutting is pretty good and pretty easy, and it's a pretty good looking cube. But it may be controllable or not. It may be uncontrollable or too loud for some of the cubers. So I recommend this cube to everyone that's watching this video. So will it be my main? No, I really like this cube, but it's just. I mean, I really like this cube, but now that I have the Gans 356, I think this cube is better for me. So that's just my personal opinion. You can disagree with that. So if the 56 didn't come out, this cube would have probably been my main. and I really like it. So that's basically it. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.